just get another one, nigga.
But Marcus, first of all, that got on the thing. But Marcus, the man
how dare you? I hate you me all live. Man, I had a hot mic.
No, he looked like he just was about to come in his pants, and then it just went downhill. He got kicked upside the head by a man wearing the boot. It came out of the blue.
They didn't give this shot on SmackDown. They just gave the top half of him, so he looked like he was buzzing up. When he
like literally.
Yeah.
Oh, it feels so good. I mean, but the greatest thing about it, though, Marcus, I'm getting exact. Dude, this is a straight D'Angelo untitled video.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, like imagine him naked, Eric, with his shirt off, or allegedly naked.
Do you know how much money that probably make? People already chanting OTC all night. The Orlando crowd was amazing. They were really feeling it.
And let me tell you this. More men will probably buy that Roman Reigns OnlyFans than women.
I know, Marcus. I understand.
Acknowledge him.
Solo is a bitch. You know, say this right now. Tama, you should be upset. You ain't the enforcer. And I like that the guy with the patch ain't even there. I'm not going to even acknowledge his name.
Hello. So when he wasn't there, I was like, oh, they got a chance.
Welcome everybody to the Sharpshooters Wrestling Podcast. I'm Eric. I shall try and remain demure today.
Demure?
I am the racially demure.
Yes.
No, man, you can't be racially demure.
So,
demure?
Yeah, demure. If you didn't know this, if you was watching SmackDown this week, you noticed that when they had the segment with Bianca, Jade, and Naomi, she said demure. I didn't know what that meant. Shantae told me that there's like a TikTok challenge with the word demure where people are using it. And so that's what they were saying in that situation. So I decided I was going to start the show off with being a little bit demure.
Well, I'm glad you're a little bit demure.
What you're saying this week is you're a
cackling
black woman.
I
am the racially ambiguous Lord Manny Hayes. Let's not just forget who our introductions.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I'll mark as the grand demure finale.
Now, gentlemen, before we even get to SmackDown, and Marcus, I know you're gonna have questions what I feel about this week, but Marcus, I need to talk about my absolute. You damn right. I'm an old man. It's my wedding anniversary. Let me be hip, damn it.
Let him be hip. Let him be funky. Let him be fresh. Let him be down with it.
But
your boy.
You guys have labeled me as a hater for so many times on this episode. However,
not this episode. This episode I haven't said anything. But you know what? You are a hate son of a bitch. There we go.
Well, throughout my legacy on this show, I've been labeled a hater. So one thing about being a hater is haters recognize haters. And I want to give a shout out to the biggest hater of the week. Somebody who I never thought I would say this, but it was the segment that made me laugh so much. And Marcus, I know you was on this man's team last week, but we're talking about Ashanti the Adonis. This man was back there trying to holler at two heifers.
Two women. They can't be women. They have to be heifers first.
They didn't give him the time of day because they didn't like his fanny pack. I can tell. So these other two ladies walk up to the new light-skinned brother on the block. Who was just trying to read his book? Trying to read his book.
Yes.
Just trying to read his book. Ashanti walks up, scares those women away. Dude was like, I'm just trying to read my book. He like, I don't read. He was like, what's the book called anyway?
We know you don't read, Ashanti.
I forget what the title was. Dude was like, it's going to all come to the end or something like that. And Ashanti was like, you right. We're going to have a match next week. And I was like, damn.
How did he go from trying to get, He
was like, them women wasn't talking to you, man.
They didn't fight the man because he's reading.
Because he's
reading.
And I was
some Floyd Mayweather shit.
I was like, why? And I just could not stop laughing. And I was like, I don't know why I enjoyed that segment so much.
Because Eric, that felt like that was the most authentic segment of wrestling this week.
It was.
Can I ask that question? Do you actually know who that man was? Because I didn't.
We don't.
I do.
He's the light-skinned black brother with glasses who reads.
Who was in the tournament.
Oh, who was just being himself
in the breakout tournament. In the breakout tournament. He was Dr. Lightskin.
Yeah, no one knows his name.
I don't know.
I'm gonna call him
Gladys Goodwill.
But Derek Jackson.
Just imagine though that you're trying to read your book. Close. He was in the locker room trying to read his book because he was not booked. Then he got disturbed by 2 women. Then he gets disturbed.
Women be gone
by Hating Man, who decided that now he got a match that he did not plan for. I was like, Ashanti, what's going on, man? You don't lost your mind. He been trying to holler at girls backstage for 2 weeks now, and he ain't got no luck.
No play. But Eric, I would say this: best character on NXT, and he's killing your boy Alexis King, killing it.
Hold on. Did you just say he's the best character?
He's one of the best characters on NXT. And I don't care what I know what I said.
And
I know how far I know how far I'm saying this. I know how far I went there.
No.
So, I did have a favorite moment on SmackDown. My favorite moment on SmackDown happened with this.
Ignored, demeaned, and undermined. Week after week. Don't allow them to make you forget
scary dinner.
who you are.
I don't even know what they was eating, man. Angel was all happy.
And who we are.
Don't feel me while I'm eating. Not in a
Fantastic.
meeting like this.
That's not just a name. That's a legacy. And we will not have it diminished.
Oh, I thought this was going to Eric Ticker. Oh, come on! No, I was about to reveal it.
I will take the United States Championship from LA Knight.
Oh yeah, no, he's not. No, he's not.
They've forgotten
never
the
was
taste of fear.
From you, I don't think
Let's
you ever
remind
had it. Ooh.
You know
bring the
what
Undertaker
needs to
back?
be done.
Feel me, though.
Let's focus up, take that championship, and send that piece of trash, basura, back to the trailer park where he came from. With everybody saying,
Yeah.
Let me tell you something right now. The sad part about that whole entire segment, I was like, damn, Santos, you got me ready. But I know you gonna lose. I know you gonna lose.
He is, and I would say that he hater ball ready with that one. Hater ball ready.
But then,
I want the one day, maybe we do a Sharpshooters meetup, and we have the haters brunch.
yes. You know, clearly Garza did not get the assignment. This was not supposed to be a happy. No one even knows what he was talking about. But I was glad he put him in his place. However, I was so disappointed, and we're jumping to SmackDown right now, is that he told they asses.
It's a SmackDown show.
I know, but he told they
That's why
asses.
Manny's drinking blue drink.
You know what you got to do, right? So when LA Knight came out there talking about his promo, because he just saw, I was like, they better jump him. They better jump him.
Mm-hmm.
They better jump him. When he finished, I was like, damn it.
Eric, that wasn't earlier today. That was via satellite.
I don't care, man. I don't care.
At dinner.
I was just
You're in
upset.
SmackDown.
You know, because, you know, I be cheering Santos. I be wanting him to, get there. But he just didn't do it.
So, Eric, we can start with SmackDown right now.
Yeah, that's what we gonna do.
I mean, this is your show. This is the SmackDown
The hater
show.
brunch at HillCon. I was going to talk about, because Nia stepped her game up. I was like, oh, look at Nia. This purity and white.
Yeah, but she wasn't about that shit.
That was all Tiffany Stratton. She said, oh.
No, but that was the thing that I thought where Nia was contradicting herself. She was like, I'm not about this, Tiffy. But why you wear all the white? You know, you can't.
If it was purple, it'd be good.
You can't say you about unicorns and not. Manny, how would you rate your boys' Pretty Daily performance in their stage play that was rudely interrupted?
You know what? Me Chin, or Mimi, or whatever they want to call her. Fuck her. How dare she ruin such a great performance?
Nah, Manny. Chin was also another MVP for me because it just helped tell the story. When she came in and beat them, I mean, it just led to the backstage segment where Chelsea and Piper walk up and they talk about, yeah, we was going to come out there and stop that. And then she's like, oh, I'm glad that you didn't because I did. I got a title match. And then she's like, what? And they run into the office. And then Nia comes and attack Mia Yim. And then here comes Principal Clark, out there. What you doing, Nia? Get into
my office.
I was like,
get into my office, Nia. You in control. You're going to get suspended. I don't know what I can do to you.
worst part about it, we never know what happened to her. She was in the office. There was no follow-up. She was just in the office.
I can imagine like Abbott out of Mystery and they're just having a good time.
But I did see a very bad take on thing where they were trying to take a shot at AEW talking about that this storyline is so much better than Mariah May and Tony Storm, and I was like, that's just out of bounds. You're just saying it was some random dude.
Did that?
Some random dude that I guess he's always hating on AEW or something like that. But I was like, you're wrong. The Mariah May Tony Storm was actually
mess. We're gonna have to name and shame.
Yeah, that was just one of the most thought out stories. And even Mariah May did an interview and said that Tony pitched the story to her. So they had this plan all along. And I was like, that's the one thing I really enjoyed by actually AEW did some good stuff this week. And I can't wait to talk about some stuff that I enjoy with AEW. Too bad about Matt Jackson though. That belly kind of hang out underneath that vest, but that's all right.
They're finished.
Yeah, you
they're
get it back.
finished. But so, are we ready to go to the match I want to talk about?
Are you talking about the match with no direction? We're going to get a best of 7 series with Carmelo and Andrade, and neither one of them have any momentum. Although Melo made me laugh because when he tried to talk to the 3 ladies in the back, he was like, "At least they watching." He had a point. He spent that because no one else is watching, but they are, I guess.
Well, I wanted Manny's opinion on the cackleverse, as you like to call it. Where these black women are back there just cackling and not really doing anything. It continued this week because I thought, and they came in full leather and chains and whips and shit like that. I was like, oh, okay, this is what they're into now tonight. They're into the chains and whips, but they came in.
Like
they were
Naomi didn't get the memo. Naomi was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I didn't realize we were getting dressed up as Catwoman this week."
No, Manny, they were channeling the inner NWO Black and Gray era. That's what they were. That's what Jade and. So
yeah, they look more like Demolition than the NWO.
Hey, but can I tell you what I was hoping for in my life? I was like, you know what this is going for? Because Naomi can't get it done. They gonna have to jump her ass. This is gonna be evil Bianca and evil Jay. They gotta beat her ass because they ain't
that
getting
would be
it done.
nice.
I was
we
like,
always want the heel turn for them. But what if they
It's
just
like-
beat? You know what?
You beat up Naomi. You beat up Naomi. You become a heel right away. That's all you gotta do. Because like Naomi is including like, why are we in this 3-woman tag next week when you can't even handle Blair? You can't handle by yourself.
You can't handle Blair.
Black.
You can't handle Blair.
I mean, you out there talking all that stuff. You can't handle it. I was a little disappointed.
You can't handle Blair Davenport, and you're having a hard time.
But clearly,
She
as you
lost
guys can
clean
tell,
as well. That's the other problem. She lost clean.
Yeah. In her hometown.
I'm sorry. We got distracted because I still know no one cares about it. Marcus, you wanted to talk about Melo and Andrade. Go ahead. The floor is yours, sir.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk very serious for a moment right here, and I want you to hear this really quick. This was one of the best Carmelo matches he's ever had. This was a really good match. It's a really good match. He won the match, showing that Triple H does give black people a little bit in this episode of SmackDown, just a little bit. But I'm going to add this. How is this not Santos Escobar getting pushed and not over Andrade? He's the better person. He's the better guy. Andrade's amazing in the ring, but come on. Santos gives me the energy I need to want to see somebody fight. Andrade just went out there. Oh, he lost this week. I don't know why that finger looked like his penis sticking out. That little white baby. Oh, anyway. You see the image, Eric. It looks like
we wouldn't last 3 minutes. That's all I gotta say. 3 minutes. We'd be kicked off stage. All right, thank you, Sharpshooters, for being at this podcast festival. We're done.
I pitched you this. Of all the quote on Latino Hispanic wrestlers they have in WWE, why are we pushing Andrade? There's nothing there. There's nothing more there than a good match. He's a Mexican Sheamus.
The sad part.
Although Sheamus has more personality.
The
Sheamus
sad
has more
part-
personality.
The sad part about this, though, is like, I know Andrade is not able to cut a promo to explain how we would get to the best of 7 series. You know what I'm talking about? Like you come out there, you disrespect me, Melo. You're trying to showboat me because you got a fluke win. You know what? You can't be. You know, like you need to have something like Santos. You're right, Marcus. He could cut that promo. He can make me get behind this because, like, you cannot elevate Melo when Melo is very suspect with his speaking ability with someone who can't speak either. Like it's a They have good chemistry in the ring, but you just can't tell me on the story. This is probably one of the most AEW type matches where people are wrestling. They're going to have good matches, but you really have no story behind it.
Eric, I'm going to tell you this. We had a similar match. It's not similar. It's completely different matches. But you know what? It felt similar. I don't know why, but the match was later on. It was the, I believe it's called the main event, DIY versus the Street Profits.
Okay.
In a number one contender match. I feel the same rules apply, except for DIY, kind of serviceable promo. The Street Profits do not need BFAB, but can cut and get you invested in their characters. I believe they did so much for each other in the main event of SmackDown that Andrade and Carmelo did in the opening contest of SmackDown. I think they had the same concept. Let's get these guys over by having a great match. But I feel like these two, it was started, does not live up to their end of the bargain.
So, Kane, I understand what you're saying, that Santos is going for the U.S. title, which should be higher up on the card. But the thing about it is that I am a Santos fan. Hence, I paid a minute-long quote of Santos. The problem is that we know Santos is just going to be a sacrificial lamb to LA Knight. We know that. I would rather for Andrade to be sacrificed to LA Knight because I don't care about LA Knight, and I think it would be more entertaining seeing Santos and Melo go at it again. That's just me. Manny, you haven't spoken on this at all. Please give us some
sticker material
on this subject.
Sticker material. Even the Santos meal would have gone in the ticker for me.
Manny, but you're hard. And then, Manny, honestly speaking, let me just be real with you, Manny.
Manny with the ticker with the hard R.
Our show would be 10 minutes long if you had to do SmackDown because you'll put everything in the ticker. You just be like, there's it. That's it.
No, I enjoyed SmackDown this week. It's just, I don't think this is something noteworthy this week because it's like, one, LA Knight's promo wasn't exactly good.
I hate LA Knight, but
it's
hate's a strong word, Eric.
LA Knight's promos sound the same.
You put him in a category with Hitler
every time he comes out there.
Yeah.
I did not put LA Knight with Hitler.
By the way, that last comment would have got us taken off the air 3 minutes into the show. And when do you get to the read where I say the following is sponsored by the Blue Hydration Drink. We don't know what it is, but it could be your name right there if you pony up the dough.
So, Marcus, I'll ask you this question that Kane asked in the chat room. You don't think there's a chance Santos wins the title? Someone screwing LA Knight or something like that?
Not a chance in how does the song go? No chance in hell. He's got no chance.
No chance.
In hell. Vince McMahon walking in there, tap dancing on Raw has a better chance of happening than Santos winning against LA Knight for that US title.
I would agree with this one. I would agree with that. And but Manny, would you like to speak on Naomi versus Blair Davenport? I actually thought this was a solid match, but I just don't understand. Naomi's talking all this trash, and she go out there and she loses clean to Blair. Like, I don't get it.
You've got all your right to talk trash when blah attacks you in the back and then gets married and shit and celebrates it on Instagram. But if you don't back up that talk, you look stupid, Naomi.
But Manny, guys, let's be real. We knew the outcome of this match. Let me just give you the two parameters. First, Naomi was the hometown favorite. She was in Orlando.
I know.
And she's black. So it was
I didn't think it'd be clean.
Wait. Are you saying one just because Melo got a win, they had to balance it out?
They had to balance it out.
Hold on. Not because Melo got a win. It's because they were going to get the Street Profits and Melo a win tonight.
Yes.
And not only that, I believe Nia Jax is half and half, and I believe her having that crown and that celebration was a little much.
Yeah,
we're not doing the BET Awards tonight. I can see that happening before the show.
And let's be honest, Naomi's the feel-good story. I think you might could do something with Blair Davenport. I don't know what yet exactly, but she might stand out. I will point out WWE's women's roster is too deep. I don't know what happened when they were doing their tryouts and stuff. Why all the women showed up?
Hold on.
Yeah, you know, Sean. Sean.
We can't really say it's that deep when we've got the Pure Fusion Collective.
Jesus, we're not talking about them. We're not talking about them, Manny. We're not talking about them. But you know what? I will say this about the Pure Fusion Collection. Individually, they all have talents of their own right. But they're not going to ever get over. But I believe that does expand the deepness of your roster by having teams. Like if they were a NBA team, yes, they're at the bottom of the division. Yes, they're there. But they do make it a strong division for some reason.
I would say that I thought what they did very well on SmackDown was I thought the segment that took place backstage with Austin Theory, Grayson Waller, and Kevin Owens was a much needed thing. I liked the whole thing of them talking mad shit about Kevin Owens. Then Kevin Owens coming out there like, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm a loser. He had a point to prove. And I wanted to see the old ruthless Kevin Owens come back. It was a little bit of a tease here and there. It's kind of reminded me of like how Ospreay is, teasing about doing his finishing move that he can't do. Like it's
just
like
do it, fraud. I'm sorry, Manny.
I think my biggest disappointment, because I thought it was an okay match, but when Cody came out, I was upset that Kevin didn't hold the chair a little bit longer and act like he was going to hit Cody with it, because I wanted that. I want dirty. I'm going to turn my back on you, Kevin. Marcus, you've been a
That's
Kevin
next week. That's next week.
You and Kevin Owens. Mark, I think you can see it on the cusp, right? Kevin Owens.
Oh, it's coming up. I mean, he's going to flip-flop, and he's going to attack Cody. There's only so many times you can attack the Bloodline. And if you want to talk about someone to beat LA Knight, a heel Kevin Owens works for me. I'm just saying. Yeah. Beat the shit out of him, KO.
And, Cody came out. People got their Cody dose. It was good. Manny, you have anything to add on this segment, or just keep on pushing?
Let's just keep on moving, Eric. Keep on moving.
So, Manny,
can I add to the Blair segment one more thing? She needs to team up the witches, Eric.
I don't know, Mark.
They officially be a team so they can be known as the Blair Witch Project.
I don't.
Oh, yeah, and they'd already have more charisma. They'd already have more charisma. Then all three of them would have more charisma than the Pure Fusion Collective.
I'm wrong. I want to call it the Blair, because we may get sued for calling a project the Blair Witch Collective.
I know you guys. I know over at the Untitled Manny and Marcus show, you guys hate on PFC so much. I think you secretly like them because you love the name Pure Fusion Collection. You love saying those words.
Because
no one knows why they're put together.
That's just a bad name.
No. So in science,
name your kid
they refer to when hydrogen atoms bond.
Manny go use his fucking degree on us right now. What the hell? Go ahead.
Shit. Let me full screen.
Learn. Hydrogen bonding is normally referred to individually weak hydrogen atoms, collectively strong. However, I believe PFC, when combined together, they're all individually weak and atrociously combined. Fuck PFC.
I'm assuming what you're saying will make a weaker atom that cannot maintain its structure to actually be combustible and make an imprint onto the environment of professional wrestling.
Thank you guys. Together, you guys make Neil deGrasse Tyson.
We can be on Joe Rogan next.
You can be on Joe Rogan. You can be Terrence Howard.
Hey, can I talk about like a highlight that would not make the titter for me? Like Titus O'Neil. Titter. I'm sorry.
What is it?
I was gonna say Titus and Titus O'Neil hat was fire. That was a nice hat.
Titus was on the show.
They showed him in the audience, Marcus. Yeah, and the greatest thing on X, it was a trend like, this man will never be fired because he was suspended unjustly for holding Vince back for letting Stephanie go back. This man got a job for life. And he has. Oh, Mark, they also announced that he has a new book about fathering that comes out in September.
Oh, I need to read that so I can realize how to raise my damn kids that I abandoned.
So, Street Profits versus DIY.
Did I tell you?
Just waiting for that milk, Marcus.
Yeah, hold on. I would like to derail the show for just a little bit. Just
Marcus,
a little bit.
No, I don't have much left.
I'm not. No, I'm not. It's not gonna be a full derail. Me and Manny had a discussion on, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, greatest acting singer of all time. Will Smith hugging up the field. Why don't he want me? Yeah. Amazing moment. Gets everybody chills.
Yeah.
I aspire to be his father, Lou. I want to go into some kid's life and show me he want to go fishing and take him somewhere and then never come back after we played this week-long coup, so I can have that effect on somebody.
Marcus,
that's my level of hate.
Marcus,
I want to be Lou. I want the whole outfit, the hat. Marcus, I want to look like a deadbeat.
I want to point out, speaking from experience, Marcus, it don't feel good. I'll let you know.
Oh, I was there, Eric.
Oh, wait. People like that help you build character, Eric. So well done,
Not
you.
really.
Look how well
You know-
you turn out.
I'm
Yeah.
not that well, man.
Man,
I'm
look
unstable.
Look
Eric, you
how
have a
unhealthy
house.
he is.
You have a house. You have
That's
a
all
wife
because
that
of
you've been
Shantae.
married to.
That's
You've
all
been
because
married
of
to for
Shantae.
how many years? 17 years.
17.
Congratulations, Eric.
Hey, you guys wanna say-
Congratulations,
But man,
Eric.
deep down, he's a crying alcoholic like Batman.
So, if you guys want to hear a funny story, man, you know, if you remember my caption, I put my math ain't mathing. So literally, my math wasn't mathing. My original post had 18 years, but before I posted, I wanted to do some math and make sure it was correct. And I was like, shit, it's 17. My bad. So yeah, my math don't be mathing. Just want to let everybody know.
Doesn't matter. Look, you're
Yeah,
doing
no,
a lot
it
better than
doesn't.
other people in this world. So
That's
think
true.
about that. It could be worse.
I mean,
Eric,
I could be team
Eric,
with
think of this.
Matt.
Eric, can I say this? Congratulations on you guys and your longevity, and you know what, the stay togethers out there in the world. The stay togethers, they still together. I would like to say you lasted longer than every single Kim Kardashian marriage combined.
That's true. And my weight has lasted.
And J-Lo.
And my fatness, man. If you see the, whew, I was looking uncomfortable.
It did look like a nice before and after.
And the sad part about it, I think that, you know how you always complain about
Oh,
me
it
not
looks like she
shaving?
got another guy.
Mark, Mark, you know how you always complain about me not shaving? I realized in so many of those pictures, I never cut my damn hair. It's a damn shame.
Yeah.
What wasn't a damn shame? I actually thought the Street Profits versus DIY was actually an entertaining match. It meant absolutely nothing. It was very
Number
similar.
one
as Mark-
contender
It still meant nothing.
for the tag team
NXT
titles.
It wasn't better than that NXT tag team title match.
Because the NXT match had more.
No,
It had a story behind it.
hold on. I disagree.
Explain
I
to us why you
disagree.
disagree. The floor
I
is yours.
disagree.
The floor is come on, Droopy
Because
Collar.
black people won. No, not playing. I disagree. I was more entertained by the DIY and Street Profits. You want to know why? And I think it's the same reason after the crowd got into it. Who's going to win this match? Because I didn't know from beginning to end. I was on the edge of my seat. When the Street Profits kicked out Fairy Tale ending super kick, or whatever the hell that move was all called, and they kicked out, I went, oh my God. And I was shocked. But I was shocked. Even the little bit in the beginning with Ford is ground wrestling, who was it, Ciampa or Gargano? I think it was Gargano. I just thought this was a really good match, and I thought it was the better match. I think they're better than the Acclaim. By a long shot, the Young Bucks has to carry the Acclaim. I think DIY and Street Profits made and they re-upped their stock. They were down on the dumps, but both teams re-upped after this match. I was so hyped after this match. I love this match.
Before I say anything, Manny, what about you? What say you about this match? I know you're a very strong critic and you have very strong opinions when it comes to tag team wrestling. Has
Ticker
this
with the
changed?
hard R.
I didn't hear what Manny said because you interrupted him. Mark,
Oh, I'm sorry. I just said ticker with the hard R. Go ahead, Manny.
Fuck tag team wrestling. I didn't care about this nearly as much as I did the NXT tag team match. And as Marcus pointed out, the NXT tag team match had far too many things for me to hate on, and I still like that better than this.
Well, I thought this was just pure wrestling at its best, though. This was like, and I think Marcus said the amount of the unknown factor, because I couldn't get ambiguity out. I still can't get it out. I couldn't get it out.
Whoa, a skibbity dibbity.
I couldn't
What
get
did
it
you
out.
say?
The old age is getting the best of me. But
I couldn't get the butter and the blibbity.
I believe this Marcus right. The unknown factor about this match, not knowing who would win this match, made it something special. The sad part about it, though, if you ask me right now, who is the tag team champions in WWE, I don't know. I can't tell you. I don't know. I'm trying to think right now. Who are they trying to get?
Which show?
Oh, the one that they're
Judgment
wrestling
Day and the Bloodline.
Yeah, that's all you gotta know.
Oh, well, the Bloodline been gone for a minute.
They haven't missed a show.
Marcus, Tama's the only one that showed up this week.
No. Jacob showed up, and he's half the tag team champion.
But Marcus,
and he kicked Roman Reigns' Irish.
Jacob didn't show up until we didn't know it. Marcus, we thought that
He had
Roman
a boot
was gonna have
on.
this moment.
Yeah, he had to sell the injury.
So,
The man's in the boot, and he's running at 100 miles per hour.
Manny, I'm going to ask you this question. So we got a backstage segment where Solo is talking to Tama, and he tells Tama that
you know what, Eric? That segment was ridiculous. First of all,
Jesus.
I didn't even get to explain. I didn't even get to explain the segment. Go ahead, Manny.
Eric, if I hold this Ulafala and Roman Reigns decides to take this Ulafala from me, I will have to acknowledge him as the tribal chief. Why are you giving it to him then, you fool? Stop bringing the beads with you, you fool.
And you would have to acknowledge him as the tribal chief.
Yeah, it's the most ridiculous segment. And he was accepting defeat. He was out there accepting defeat already.
Manny,
I think he was. Manny, I'm gonna
go
give
ahead.
Solo a little bit more credit in this situation, and Marcus, I'll let you close it out. I think Solo was laying a trap for Roman. Roman still hasn't uttered any words yet, and so he's back there watching all these videos, and they let us know that the wrestlers watch the videos because, you know, LA Knight watched Santos have his dinner, and I still don't know what they was eating, but still, that I digress. And so I think he was just letting Roman think that the Ulafala was going to come back to him without any type of repercussions. And therefore, Marcus, please explain to people what happens when you start thinking that somebody's going to give up power easily without a fight.
Well, I wasn't going to explain that at all. I mean, most people try to kill. I mean, just look at Donald Trump, for example, Exhibit A, for an example of giving up power. But I will say this about this segment. Solo, Betty, I play basketball. I played basketball today. I'm not very good. We know that. But if I had a one-on-one game against, I don't know, who, Anthony Edwards, LeBron James, or who else out there in the NBA, I'm not going to do very well, okay? And that's where Solo's at in his life. Solo is losing to Cody Rhodes clean. He's getting his ass whooped. He's out of shape. He know he can't compete with the Tribal Chief. The Tribal Chief done whooped him up at SummerSlam and last week without any hesitation. They barely got alive. Solo knew he was going to die. Tonight he was prepared to die. And he understood what the Ulafala meant. And if whoever holds the Ulafala has the power, it's the one ring to rule them all. And he knew that Tama would have to follow. And I appreciate this because it's planting seeds of he's going to lose that Ulafala to Roman Reigns. I don't know what pay-per-view. Maybe at Bad Blood. Maybe in Atlanta. In front of all the black people. And Cody Rhodes and his black family. Maybe it happens then. And Solo will acknowledge Roman Reigns as the tribal chief. But they ain't gonna sit around with them Tungans. Them Tungans ain't gonna like that. And Jacob Fatu. They gonna turn on Solo and Solo gonna be knocked out the street. And he's gonna need the Bloodline to reassemble and to forgive him so they can fight all the way at War Games. This is seed planting, man. This is subtext. This is subtext. That's what I'm at.
The video package for Alpha was beautiful. I thought that was a very nice package. I mean,
like Alpha more than Sika.
I think they had more footage for Alpha over Sika. That's all I can say. I mean,
this man had a school. He did all this. They didn't say overall, much about Alpha other than this is Sika's brother, Alpha.
Yeah, I thought that SmackDown did a very good job of telling the stories that they wanted to tell. I thought they did a good job establishing the Street Profits as a team to lose against the tag champions who you guys just told me who they was. They're just going to lose. We know that. I mean, I feel like that's what's going to happen, but I could be surprised. I thought planting the seeds of getting the old Kevin Owens was really good. And I'm praying that Naomi gets jumped out by Jade and Bianca. Just hope that happens. Nothing against Naomi, but you know. And Santos.
How do you want the jumping? How do you want the jumping? Do you want them to have a match, they lose, and then they attack? Do you want there to be a mysterious attack in the back and they reveal it's them? Do you want them to jump off the apron?
Marcus, you know that's what I'm going for. I want the double tandem jump off the apron. But you know, they both there, and then she just jump in, and then Naomi, and then next thing you know, they go.
And they cackle. They cackle into the back, Manny.
Bianca says, girl, bye. And you know?
No, I want her to get jumped in the back of them two stomping her out in the back whilst cackling. And then walk away skipping.
So that was SmackDown. SmackDown was solid. So I want to talk about AEW quickly. I saw a picture that goes around of all the champions that AEW, including the Ring of Honor Women's Champion, Athena. And I want to say this right now. My dislike towards Athena has been reduced greatly. She looked like a champion. And You know, good for her.
You haven't seen her in 2 years.
I know, but she had a.
And now all of a sudden,
Wait, is that because she was standing next to Mercedes and then you
Manny?
realize your hatred lied deeper?
Ready? First and foremost,
that's a real woman there. That's a real woman right
Get out
there.
my head. Manny, I agree. I saw Mercedes, and then on top of that, I saw Mercedes go against Sheeta this week, and I was like, it's not a bad match. But I remember when Sheeta was the face of this division, and now she's being fed to Mercedes to make Mercedes look better. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Miss Monet. I know Marcus has her high on the list of his 4 horsewomen, but I just don't see it.
The fuck did I put her high on the list? It's 4 people.
I thought
what do
you
you
put her
want
over
me to do?
Becky. I thought you put her over Becky.
I didn't put her over Becky.
Or did you put over Bailey then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Bailey's more of a Switch Army. Now.
I feel it's a tie though. I think Sasha / Mercedes is intolerable in interviews. Bailey comes off as nice.
No, she's
But-
at the bottom for me.
I do feel Mercedes is the better wrestler than Bailey, but I do feel Bailey got her beat on the mic. But I believe if they team together as one person, they are the best women's wrestler in the 4 horsewomen.
I will point out that I thought this week on AEW, they did a very good job of telling stories. However, there were a lot of stories. There was a lot of stories I didn't care about. One story stuck out the most to me. That was the backstage interview where we had Jay Lethal, who probably didn't need to be in this match, with Jeff Jarrett, Karen Jarrett, and all them back there. And the next thing you know, Hangman comes and attack. And I'm like, I know that they are supposed to have a match, but why is Jeff Jarrett, Karen Jarrett on my TV and Jay Lethal in 2024? I just don't understand.
Don't
Jeff
do that to Jay
Jarrett.
Lethal. Don't put Jay Lethal in that conversation. Jay Lethal should be on your TV in 2024.
Jay Lethal ain't been relevant since he lost his hair.
So true.
But
That's
the
me.
thing about it
Fuck
is
you.
that
Fuck
Jeff-
you. Okay, don't let the truth kill us.
Marcus and Manny, Jeff Jarrett a week ago was in the match, a bloody match, trying to push Bryan Danielson to the limit to get
And
him ready.
He did.
He did.
I know he did. Trying to get him ready to face Swerve strictly. The fact that this man was taken to the limit by Bryan Danielson and he's back this week, starting more shit, kind of bothered me. He did, and then he brought his wife with him. I was like, I didn't need this. You could have had.
So Eric, last week on Dynamite, which they aired before this stupid interview happened, was that Hangman and Jeff Jarrett got at it after Dynamite.
Yeah, I
There was a
know.
little brawl, and that's what pushed this to. Oh, you know what? Jay Lethal needs to fight Hangman now because of this.
Yeah.
Which is going to lead to a 0-hour match between Hangman and Jeff Jarrett for All In. You just know it's going to happen.
I don't think that's 0 hour, Manny. How dare you?
So
They're making
I
a
was
show.
like, to me, I was like, okay, I can't be a hypocrite in this situation. I'm happy they're telling the story, but this was one of those matches where you could have just had Hangman and Jay Lethal fight, and the announcers could have told me all. I didn't need all the theatrics. But Marcus, you know how
It made me sad, Eric.
Mark,
This
I'm
match
about
made
to
me
I'm about to make you sad, Marcus.
No. I want to get to the emotional depth that this match has hit me right now. That I didn't think I would get to this level. Eric, Bryan Danielson is coming to an end. He had his song played with Green Day, you know.
Mark, I was gonna get there, Marcus.
Hold
I was
on.
gonna get there.
We get to this emotional. I know. I'm not going into depth in this one. I never thought in the year 2024, back in 2005, 6, or 3, or whatever the hell the year it was, that in 2024, I'm about to watch Bryan Danielson fucking retire and Jeff Jarrett made him in a bunch of shows. Just didn't see that coming. Just didn't have that. Jeff Jarrett should have been gone. I don't understand. I don't understand how we're at this point in life.
So Marcus, in our opening SmackDown segment that was disjointed, you were very critical of Andrade, of how he's kind of useless. We don't really know why he's there. And Marcus, I think there's
not what I said,
but it's kind of what you meant though. That's what I took from your undertones. Like it's like,
fine.
yeah, it
Fine.
could be
Take my
anybody.
words as that. But
However,
doesn't
Marcus,
deserve to live.
Marcus, I take your Andrade and I raised you somebody who I feel is more useless, more undeserving, and I just don't care when they're in the match. And
Chuck
that
E.
person
T?
is that person is employed by AEW, and that's Pac. I got his explanation about how Will Ospreay came and screwed him out of his match and blah, 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 and all that good stuff. And then 2 weeks, he's going to finally have a match. I'm like, bitch, you just going to no-show that shit too. Go somewhere. I don't care about you. Get off my TV.
Yeah, I believe it's PAC.
I don't care what his name is. I don't care.
He
Pac.
called a PAC under copyright infringement. I believe he has to be PAC. But Eric, I was second year six Vince. I believe he is more useless than Andrade because there is nothing there. They're never going to do anything with you ever. You're the dinosaur from Toy Story. You're not getting a spin-off like Buzz Lightyear. No one gives a damn about you.
Yeah, and especially because they got all the people they want now. They don't need you anymore.
Yeah. You were a desperate hire.
You go on the shelf with the forgotten toys, Park.
Yeah.
And
Up there collecting dust with a penguin.
I probably should have listened to you guys' show on Thursday so I could hear your
Yeah.
opinion live on this one, but I have you here right now. How did you guys feel about the two bland guys in the one personality match? You had Roderick Strong and Kyle O'Reilly and Orange Cassidy in a match that I was like, who needed this?
This was gonna make the ticker up outside of it was actually a decent match.
And it was, but I was just like,
but it's for the match that I kind of don't see the point of, which is the Casino Gauntlet match, which is it can end at any point. So it does. So like, if you were number 15 and the pinfall happened before you even came out, you don't get to come outside.
is the Casino? Is this match worse than the Reverse Battle Royal?
I believe kind of the reverse
yeah.
battle royal with pinfalls.
I think it's worse than the Reverse Battle Royal. At least I have enjoyment out of that one. The Casino Battle Royal is an unlimited parade of wrestlers. An unknown amount continues to come out every X amount of time until there is a pinfall, and a pinfall can happen anytime, and you are the number one contender. But as I brought up to Manny about this match, we can all agree, these are some damn fine wrestlers in that ring. Damn fine wrestlers. They put on a really good match. But Eric, I posed this question to you. They got this Orange Cassidy pinned Kyle O'Reilly to get that number one spot, that crucial number one spot in the Casino Battle Royal, so he's in it the whole time. It's a random draw. What if Kyle O'Reilly got number two? It doesn't matter. What if Orange Cassidy? What if Roddy Strong got number three? Then this match was for naught. So you won nothing, Orange Cassidy. And if I know my history in AEW, no one can be beaten 2 minutes. Everybody gets 15 minutes and kickouts. So that number one spot means doo-doo to me.
As you guys, as I pointed out that we had the two, not the most people with personality right there, right? So I'm like, Tony, what you gonna do? Tony then doubles down on Mr. Lack of Personality. And this segment had to be saved by a person who doesn't even speak English, and his main word is bitch. I did not need to have the conversation between Claudio and Okada.
Stop it. You're being mean. You're being mean.
Not being mean.
You're being mean.
I am not.
You're being mean, damn it. It's like getting mad at a kid trying to read. Okay?
Eric just made the ticker.
Manny, I know it did because I know you. Because I know how you feel about Claudio. This was sad that this segment was only remotely entertaining because Okada said bitch. And you know how I feel about that, but I was like, if anybody needs to be called the bitch, it was Claudio.
Come on, Jesus Christ. Can I defend the segment? I thought this is the best promo of Claudio's career. I thought this is the best promo of Okada's career. I enjoy this 2 minutes of television time, and I think they're going to have a banger of a match. Yes, both.
So, Manny, I want to ask you this question. I want to hope that we're in, because I don't know what your ticker was, but I'm assuming Chris Jericho and Hook made the ticker.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to keep it in my ticker. I don't have a ticker right now, so I'm going to keep it right there. I'm going to also put the tag match in the ticker for me because, like, the Young Bucks, they're like the claim I didn't care about this, and then the FTR involvement to Christopher Daniels making the match. But can we talk about one of the more smartly booked main events AEW has done in a long time? That was Swerve Strickland and Wheeler Yuta. First and foremost, a strike goes to Wheeler for them tights. Worst tights ever. You supposed to be in a crew. They should have told you not to wear them ugly ass tights, but you still wore them. What I enjoyed about this match was that they were telling the story, and they told the story that Wheeler has been trained by Bryan Danielson in the Blackpool Combat Club, and he was using all the moves that Danielson would try to use on Swerve, and Swerve was training and practicing to counter those moves. I enjoyed
Eric,
this.
Yeah. I have the real question here is, okay, you've watched the match, right?
Yes.
Did you believe Danielson believed Wheeler Yuta had a chance in this match?
No.
As he was cheering him on the
no
ringside.
No. I also would point out that the ending was flawed. Those were some of the worst punches for the referee to ever stop the match for Wheeler Yuta. But shout out to Wheeler for being but I enjoyed how Wheeler used the moves because I need Marcus to be in this part right here.
I'm about to take a shit.
Marcus, I know you do not care for Wheeler Yuta. I know you have a long history of disliking him. But did you like how he was using the moves that, you know, Danielson would use in the situation? Like, it was telling a great story. Would you agree with that?
No.
Oh.
No.
Okay.
No.
What about the kill shot that Swerve hit on Bryan Danielson at the end after he?
Oh, you want to talk about post-match? We can talk about post-match.
Yeah.
Because I think Wheeler Yuta has nothing. I think he's a great wrestler, whatever. But he's just as bland as Claudio when it comes to personality.
I need you to do it. I'm sorry. We're going to do it right now. Audible. I need you to rank them. Andrade, Claudio, Wheeler, and I need one more person.
Hold on.
Zoe Stark.
No. I'm going to put the entire... Hold on. This is about to be a shocking take, considering my stance a moment ago, especially with my ticker. And I want this in writing. The internet is written in ink, and I want this to be permanent. And I want this to ruin my election campaigns and future reference or any take I've ever had in the world. I will put the PFC above Wheeler Yuta and Claudio when it comes to personality and charisma. And maybe ahead of Roderick Strong, too.
Mark, I can't argue with that. I just don't. I really can't.
It's mean. It's harsh. But I believe it was necessary to put that out there.
The thing about this match in the main event is I don't know what's going to happen. I feel like Swerve is going to win, and this retires Bryan Danielson. However, I do know that Tony wanted to take the title off of Swerve at one point. And
for a white man.
And Bryan Danielson has never held the AEW title. Marcus, this is literally both of your guys going. This is the Marcus main event that you've waited for a long time. Marcus, how would you book this match?
I'm having Swerve win because Bryan Danielson is no longer under contract. And I don't know how long he wants to do it. He would not be a great AEW world champion at this current stage of his life. I will continue to ride with Swerve and then have Ospreay beat his ass and all out.
This was the best Swerve looked in a long time because I think he established that he was going to be a heel in this situation. Manny, what about you? Would you agree with that? Like you have Swerve win, or would you let Danielson get the AEW chip?
No, I don't give Danielson the AEW title because I think giving Danielson the AEW title is dangerous to his own health. So I think it's better to book Swerve. I don't think Ospreay is going to be facing him at All Out. I think Ospreay may win the title against MJF, and then you got PAC going against him at All Out because he did say 2 weeks.
Yeah, somehow you made AEW less interesting by saying that, Manny.
Yeah, no, but I think that's what probably will happen, and then I think that allows MJF to start working either with Swerve, or we move to Hangman and Swerve. I think that's Hangman Swerve seems like the most likely thing to happen.
I think
afterwards
Hangman
after
Swerve
the
is
title.
actually a better feud. I wouldn't mind
Yeah.
seeing that again. So I guess I have to answer the elephant in the room. I glossed over this because I don't want to even say the words that's gonna come out my mouth in this situation.
Oh no, Eric, please leave the bigotry at home. Oh shit, he is at home.
This week is Lexis King good or bad? So as I was watching this,
Oh shit, he's giving up.
I got a package for Marcus. You
I don't know. What are you about to do?
No, because Marcus, you got me calling him DJ Tatanka, and I know that's not his name. I heard you say that.
That's not my name.
Eddie Thorpe.
I'm the one that calls him DJ Tatanka.
Well, I accidentally called him Tatanka.
Yeah.
By
But
accident.
Eddie Thorpe loses to Lexis King.
Ooh.
Technically, by Lexis King getting a win, this should be undeniably good Lexis King. However, as I was watching this match, I was like, damn, the sad part when I think about this, they need each other. And I don't think they need to be fighting each other, but I think they need to be together. And I think if Eddie Thorpe and Lexis King got together, we could have good Lexis King every week. Because he has a DJ that dropped them hot beats. And then they can
What
be
kind of
released
bullshit you
together.
spewing right there?
Lexis King.
Manny was trying to fire people this week.
Lexis King listens to rock and roll. Eddie Thorpe does that EDM bullshit on the decks.
Manny, that's why we have Linkin Park and Korn. That's what they bridged the gap.
Jesus.
It wasn't Korn.
Yeah, no, Korn started up that's what got me into rock.
He's talking about the style. Limp
had
Bizkit chord.
They had Dub C in there. It was hit metal. Honestly, I did see a lot of Y2J in that situation when I saw him wrestle. I just think that he has a lot more personality than I just don't think Eddie Thorpe is the one to do it for him. As Marcus said a couple of weeks ago, they probably should have gave a shot to Bear Hill instead of him. But
That was
hey,
Manny.
I said that.
Manny.
I believe.
I said that's
I
disrespectful.
believe that's a hill I'm willing to die on.
Very disrespectful, and I want to say, the fuck up, Manny.
So, my favorite match of the week, it might be one of my favorite matches in a long time, took place on Monday Night Raw. That was the main event, the 2 out of 3 falls match between Sammy and Bron Breakker. And
It was short for me.
it was short, but the thing that I enjoyed about it the most was the way that they shot it. The camera work on that was so different than what they normally do, from being underneath the bottom rope and stuff like that.
It's too experimental these days. I don't like the way they're doing some of these experimental shots where it's one shot and then you've got them following around the corner.
I was like, what is this? And then, Manny, you have to admit, the shot when they were running behind the Steadicam, Bron Breakker, when he darted Sammy into that, was amazing. That was a great shot. And then when they showed it from the other angle, I was like, these are cool shots, but it ain't as good as the run behind. It made me think of Gears of War and stuff like that. And man, they told a story. Bron Breakker was made a star. I heard afterwards, Sammy cut a great promo for the live audience talking about how great Austin was. Austin seemed like it was a good crowd. I just really enjoyed that main event. I don't know why I liked it as much as I did, but Bron Breakker is the guy that they said he was going to be. All I have to say is that it's a good thing that Vince was ousted when he was ousted, because I think it's a possibility if Vince was still there, he would have ruined Bron Breakker. I think Bron Breakker staying down at NXT the little bit longer that he did made him the better performer that he is right now. And I think that Bron Breakker may have a chance to be a better Intercontinental Champion than Gunther was. Just because I think as for the thing, I don't like the spear being his finisher, but overall,
Oh, you crazy. He the only one that should be doing it. Everybody else sit their ass down with that spear.
The OTC is there, Marcus, and I'm not going to take it away from him.
When you look at the velocity he hits that spear, come on, Eric.
He already lost the
dead.
Apollo,
He kills
man.
people.
I can't take the spear away from him, too.
He can go to the guillotine.
Mark, can I ask you a question? Would you want...
You've been asking me questions all this time. It'd be weird if I said no.
Well, you never know. You might be upset. Marcus,
No, I'm pissed off.
Would you like to see Bryan Danielson maybe come on a limited time contract with WWE for a few matches here and there? Or do you think he really is giving it up for Birdie?
Yeah, he ain't giving it up. He got that addiction, man. It's put in his veins. I see him showing up in the fucking Royal Rumble this year. He ain't shit. We're doing that too.
You know, Giovanni Vinci's promo video is good, but it don't translate to the ring. He got.
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does. He's great in the ring. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about he got the same amount of personality as Claudio does. Like
no.
I'm just saying.
You just mean.
All right, Marcus, hit me up with some game show music.
Oh shit, we about to play. Yeah, but that was the thing that stood out the most to me from Monday Night Raw was that match.
It's now time for Name That Female NXT Star.
Oh fuck!
And we'll give you to start off. Jada Parker is on the far left.
No, I know that one.
Work your way. Your way from left to right.
I can just pick who I know.
No.
Go right to left. Right to left.
Go right to left.
You can just say you're wrong. Just say you're wrong.
Okay.
The
one that's standing behind Rob Stone, I don't know. Actually,
Carmen
all three
Petrovich.
of them, I don't know.
Carmen Petrovich, Kendall Gray, Carly Bray.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Then I got The Rock's daughter. I know the Mies.
You don't know her name, though.
You don't know her name.
You don't know my name.
Eva.
I believe it's Ava with an A.
It's close enough.
No.
Then the girl with the choker, I should know. But I don't.
Yeah.
Brinley Reese.
All right, but I know Stevie. That's Stevie.
Oh, shit!
I told you he'd get Stevie. I told you he'd get Stevie.
I didn't think he'd get Stevie.
That's Izzy. That's Izzy Dane, I think.
Yeah.
And then that's Sol Roca.
Okay.
And then the lady in purple, I have no idea who that is.
Danny Palmer.
Danny Palmer. Eric, I believe we may have the same score, to be honest, other than the Ava thing.
So you got 3, Eric.
Okay.
We're not giving you
I
either.
got one.
No, we're not giving him either. I'm not giving him either.
I gave him Rob Stone.
Yeah, but Rob Stone's a bitch. That's why.
Manny, can I ask you, do you still hate Stevie?
No, Stevie's kind of growing on me.
No,
She ain't stealing our gimmick anymore.
Can I tell you something? She was actually
retired.
cute in that picture, and her fight with Rob Stone was actually hilarious. Like he was like, "This was my gimmick. I did this."
Is she ever getting back in the ring? That's the real question.
Hope not. Because honestly, let me just be real. Without Rob Stone and her, Ava should not be on camera. They are saving her. Like, it makes it bearable. I mean, because you got Principal Nick Aldis. I still want to know what happened to to Nia.
Not in the room.
I just want to know. And then you got Adam.
You know your mother would be ashamed of you.
Adam Pearce got Bronson Reed problems. I mean, rest in peace, Truth. You the oldest man on the roster. You didn't deserve that. I don't understand why nobody pulled you out the ring.
Yeah, again, it's ridiculous.
Everyone should have been fired.
Yeah,
Every single one of them.
Eric, this is like modern day buildings not having a fire extinguisher. This is the same situation. Why do we not have safety measures for Bronson Reed just to pull people out the ring? We saw it work last week to pull them out the ring. It doesn't make sense. I gave the analogy of baseball not putting up nets to kill the fans. This is the analogy of just any precautionary reason. Allowing horse collar tackles to happen in the NFL. We know what the problem is. Let's pull a man off the ring so he can't. That motherfucker can't keep jumping on people.
Let's point out, both shows, WWE and AEW, had a very lapse in judgment in medical practices. First, you had Bronson Reed and R-Truth, and then Wheeler Yuta. This man was knocked out cold. No one came to check on him, except for Brian Danielson. No one came to check on him. There was not one medical thing, and I'm like, where's the medical? If this dude supposed to beat him, punch truck. And then when Swerve came in, I was like, oh, okay. And then even after he came, still no medical professionals came in. Shout out to Wheeler for playing dead as long as he did. Where is Moxley at? What is Moxley?
He's taking his vacation that he was supposed to take like 8 years ago, apparently. But AEW always needed him to come back.
Oh,
but Eric, can I add you something?
I remember you guys was watching. I remember when you guys did your show Tuesday. Y'all said y'all didn't want no Oba. Y'all didn't want no Otis. Y'all got Oba and Otis. And I want to say it was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. It was actually an entertaining match. That was beat OB.
I didn't want to talk about it. Marcus spoke about it. I knew
spoke
how
nicely
bad
about it.
I did not think this was good.
I thought spoke very nicely of it. Manny,
If it was Ivar, different question. If it was Ivar, different question.
Yeah, Ivar's a different beast and a whole other animal.
Oba is green, and you can't. I don't know what you can expect from Otis. I thought it was solid for what it was.
I thought it was good meat on meat.
Yeah, Early men.
I
thought the best segment though was Joe Hendry and Ego. That was actually really good. When Wesley come and kick people, like I was like, wow.
You're supposed to be one of the good ones, Wes. You're supposed to be one of the good ones. Now look at you.
Wes lost his damn mind, man.
Eric, I think Wesley did the right thing to Zachary Wentz.
He did.
But I don't believe Trey Miguel deserved this.
Marcus.
Trey Man just wanted. I mean, yes, he was trying to get that WWE rub. But
Marcus,
come on, for goddamn sake, the man wanted it.
Triple H didn't want him at one time, so
He's
why
just,
the fuck
this is what prompted the Fresh Prince scene discussion of
Yes.
Trey Miguel went to the back and hugged Shawn Michaels and said, "Why don't you want me?"
Exactly. But
this is his only chance.
I was like, I didn't think that a heel turn by Wesley would actually make me entertained. And let me just point out, I love Trick Story. Trick Story was probably his story. Yeah, I got my ass whipped, but I was letting him know I was no bitch.
Oh, I need to give NXT a retrospective strike because I didn't get a Javon Evans story this week, and I was a little bit upset.
Manny, you
wanted to find out he learned to jump and skip and fly from Paul Burchill.
Manny,
yeah.
I'm sorry, you cannot get a Javon story when you got the Trick story of the other football team members not liking a freshman to shy, so they threw bricks and broke his windows while he was still in his car. So he went up there and confronted him, and they whooped his ass. He learned, but he beat them. I was like, why are you telling me this story, Trick? Why are you
because he has
this?
courage, Eric. He wanted to talk about his courage. No, hold nothing down. He's got regulated. I was like, oh, Trick, this didn't have a happy ending. You didn't go back. You didn't go to your car, pop the trunk, go back up there, handle it. But yeah, I thought we had good wrestling this week. I thought there were good stories to be told. I thought all shows were well.
When people talked about the hottest commodities in professional wrestling right now, you got the Ulafala, you got the bracelet that CM Punk was wearing, and you got Dominic Mysterio. And I was like, you damn right.
Whoa, what a twist! What a twist! I wasn't expecting that one.
Yeah, and no, that's what made me laugh when I saw. I was like, you're right. That's about it. I'm so glad they didn't go with the street trash day. I don't know what Finn was thinking, but I'm glad they didn't give it away.
Hey!
What's happening?
He was the one that came up with the name, the Bullet Club. So I trust Finn. Street Trash could have made it. It's all these bullshit fans like, oh, jumping. Like, it's the same thing with Walter and Gunther. Fuck the fans.
Fuck all you internet fans. You know what? Actually, we should actually go through a retrospective of names that the fans were upset about. Oh my God, I can't believe you don't call him Bron Breakker. Oh, that's so stupid. That can't work.
I go back to Seth Rollins.
Wow.
The hoo-ha that had. Now you only know him as Seth freaking Rollins. Or even when they after freaking, they said that's stupid.
Why can't he be Tyler Black? Why can't he be Tyler Black? Why he can't be that? Oh, why can't he be Walter? Because you know what? Gunther sounds more intimidating than Walter.
Well, let me also add this.
Walter sounds like an old man.
It doesn't matter the name they give you. It's about the name you make. These people have made their names. That's all you got to do.
Speaking of making names, would you say...
Like Gladys Goodwill.
Would you say...
Also known as Welfare Queen.
Would you say that... Oh, that's your chicken wing girl, right?
No, that was... what's the chicken wing lady's name?
Marcus. Marcus.
Google the chicken wing lady.
I already made the movie with... I've already directed the movie starring her as Viola Davis.
Manny, I won't point out, I watched the guy's short. I watched the short. Marcus, I disagree with you. You cannot defend that lady for stealing all that.
Oh, fuck you. Not 9 years. Not 9 years.
It was embezzlement at the worst. It was during the pandemic, Marcus. She was ordering shit that was supposed to be fair to the students who didn't have no money, but she was running her own business. I don't know what she was doing with those chicken wings.
And I believe all the kids ate. None of those kids had any complaints whatsoever. No one complained about anything. They would have never discussed it if they do some random audit. No one cared. Don't give that lady 9 years. Y'all kiss my ass.
Swish is correct. Walter is your daddy who clicks tongues while cooking and complains about you turning on the AC. Well, who turned the AC on? What the hell's going on?
Walter's upset the lights are on in general.
Why the lights on?
Lights up. Walter walks up in the middle of the night trying to make him a sandwich and then wakes everybody up because it's something that's broken. Who broke his handle on this drawer?
Walter is part of those progressive commercials where they're trying to teach old people not to be old. I'll be there soon.
Gunther's gonna have the most disciplined child in the in
Well, the
history.
the thing is about Gunther's child. I'm already afraid he's hitting them, and I'm all just gonna and I'm too much of a punk bitch to stop it.
I was gonna ask you though, Marcus and Manny, do you guys think the last 2 weeks of what Braun Serene has done, has it elevated him anymore? Does it make you care about him a little bit more?
Well, because Seth Rollins is taking a break. Jumping on R-Truth doesn't really build on the momentum that you've created with Seth Rollins.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah, I don't think it. I think he had to do someone of similar status, or you just suspend him. You can't have him do the same thing, because who's actually around for him to face while Seth Rollins is out there with whatever made up the thing he's got.
Yeah, they don't really have many people out there. So what do you guys
jump on them?
Do you guys like the NXT title picture with Joe, Wes, Ego? I mean, Ego can really talk well on the microphone. I mean, while he walked in and he was saying what he was saying, I was like, man, Ethan Page, I don't understand why you never got a chance at a mid-card title. I mean, you got a mid-card title now. I mean, you are the NXT champion.
That's lower than mid-card. That's not the card. That's undercard.
But come on, man. You have to admit that NXT is building up a little bit of momentum as they move towards the CW network, where they shouldn't be in. But if Billy Corgan would never put that cocaine on TV, they would have been there. But who am I to judge?
Eric, all I gotta say is that I don't want NXT on CW. I want it on the WB. Bring me back to Frog and make it a black wrestling show. Let's just go for it.
Speaking of black people, Mark Henry and JBL doubling down in support of Vince McMahon. Good move or bad move right now? I mean, I understand what Mark is doing. He's shoe-shining right now because he's back in WWE. but
Mark shouldn't be making those types of comments because that could hamper his son's progression.
I don't think. You know what? I don't think fathers hurt their kids at all. I mean, Rick Steiner went out there and was saying transphobic stuff, and Bron Breakker's the Intercontinental Champion. I ain't heard.
Yeah, but that's why. Why do you think he's called Bron Breakker and not Bron Steiner?
Yeah, absolutely,
guys.
But I think that Mark Henry's son will be fine. I think these people have their own business to protect Vince. Why not? I'm not gonna go out there.
I just saw a headline. Somebody's backstage. It been backstage at WWE that I never thought would be at WWE again. Word on the street is that Gail Kim has been backstage at NXT tapings as a TNA representative ever since she eliminated herself in that one battle royal. I never thought she would be back on TV. One of my greatest moments in wrestling.
She ain't on TV though.
No, but I mean, just being back on WWE soil. Do you guys feel that the TNA WWE relationship? Do you believe what Joe Hendry said, that it's working out for both of them?
It's only working for WWE. I ain't heard nobody talk about no TNA. I mean, TNA is doing good business right now. They're I believe they're just trying to set themselves up to be sold to WWE. I just don't feel like Joe Hendry translate on TNA. Like, oh, let me go watch TNA because Joe Hendry's on there, or there's Wesley's storyline, or no, there goes Charlie Dempsey. Let me go see what this is about. Nah,
I honestly think he's gonna win that triple threat on Tuesday. Joe Hendry. There's too much. Yeah, there's too much going on already for because it's number one contenders match. So I think
you're right.
So there's too much going on with Wesley, and Pete Dunne has a Sheamus problem, or a trick problem on NXT. So I think those are going to be matches going into No Mercy.
And it makes sense that you can see Zach or even Trey Miguel cost West his title shot, because
Trey Miguel ain't doing nothing.
Trey Miguel's not welcome back into the building, Eric. I have just got close sources inside the Performance Center. They have do not let this person inside for Trey Miguel. We only did it as a favor to Wesley. That's what it said.
So, do you think that WWE and AEW are going to take their two shows that they booked in December on the same night in Orlando? Are they going to take it and really try to make it big shows to try to beat each other? Or is it a chance that they can have a working relationship where each party invades the other show, which would probably blow 2024 out of anything if one WWE star showed up at the AEW show and one AEW star showed up at the WWE?
No. But Manny wants CM Punk to go against him and talk his shit.
Oh, that's probably That's my
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
why-
It's because the second show on the CW is in St. Louis, and that's the one that's going against AEW, I believe, in October.
They gotta put John Cena on that one.
No, I feel like you gotta have Punk on there anyway.
So
Well, they made the Cody
I was also I had briefly on my
and
drive to work.
Jade.
I had the Busted Open Radios on, and they were talking about I think it was Tommy and Bully, and they were talking about the match between Bron Breakker and Sammy, and how the camera work was a very risky thing for WWE to do, but because Bron and Sammy are such professionals, that it didn't hamper them, because I guess they were saying by having the camera so close to the ramp like it was, you could see the wrestlers talk, you can hear the wrestlers talk, but because you didn't hear them say anything, it didn't take you out of it. Do you guys think we're going to see that camera shot anymore, or do you think it's going to be used on certain matches?
You'll see it be used. I think what the thing with WWE is they rehearse. So if they knew they were going to do that camera shot, they probably rehearsed it to see how it would look and how it would sound. So if they needed to turn down the microphone or anything, they would have done that just to get the shot correctly done. Because it's different doing it live, but in order to do it, they would have practiced it. So they would have had a run through before they even did that to see if it would work.
And I think that's the one thing that I can never take away. Sometimes the storylines might suck and things like that, but at the end of the day, the production value for WWE is like second to none. Like it's just
it's camera shots like that and production like that looks top notch. And then you go to AEW, you get Taco Bell in the middle of your video package, and you go, "Oh, professionalism." But it is a contrast. It's very stark, to say the least. And I do respect these camera angles. I'm a sucker for these camera angles. When the NFL started getting those new camera angles, stolen XFL camera angles, I was a sucker for that. I'm always in for new shots and stuff. So
yeah, I think it's really cool just to have
spice up the bedroom. It's spice up the bedroom.
Like, and the thing about it, it's like it seems like it's like a subtle tease that WWE is doing. Like, hey, if you think we're doing this on USA right now, wait till we bring our ass to Netflix. The shit gonna be crazy.
They may show a titty.
Okay, I hate to say this, but I will ask this question.
Stupid.
I have
the
the question.
Titty showing up on Raw would be too much.
If a titty was to show up on Monday Night Raw, who titty would make it out? Like who on the roster would be right there to show their titty?
It's Raw, right? It's Raw.
Yeah, it's Raw.
It's Raw.
Chelsea Green.
You think Chelsea would be the one to show the titty
you're
first?
right. I think it would be but isn't she on SmackDown?
Yeah, but she's done it on an indie show with most of it covered, like the nipples covered.
She had
up.
pasties.
So I think Chelsea might do it.
It has to be somebody to make it. I think we're going to be disappointed. It's going to be Zoe Stark right off the jump. And you're going to be completely disappointed. Like, oh, the first titty in Raw. Well, not the first, but, Netflix era begins. We are the PFC.
Do you think
we walk around like this?
I don't know if you guys talked about this with Logan Paul being named in that lawsuit about
he's in the many lawsuits.
The defamation lawsuit about the Olympian where he accused her of not being a woman. Do you think he's going to be off of TV for a while, or
they don't give a shit about that? I don't think they give a shit.
No, but I don't think he's going to be on TV anyway because he lost that title, and they're not really talking about him for the last couple of weeks. So, yeah, I think you probably won't see him again till the next time they need him. Much like
and
Brock.
Manny, you're wrong. I don't know how you're going to put coffee business out like that 23 hours when you posted the picture that Dawkins posted of beating Coffee, which I think is the greatest thing because Coffee might be the sorest loser in anything. If there was anybody that I could play any video game or any sport and hopefully beat, it would be Coffee because I know he would be so upset. His face of disappointment and regret and Dawkins' face of satisfaction gives me satisfaction.
Coffee just realized he was old this week.
I know Marcus has to go to sleep. Is there anything you want to add before we walk away, Marcus?
No, man. I got nothing. I'm done.
Oh, and shout out to both shows doing very well in the ratings demo. No one wants to talk about when both shows do well in their demo. NXT and AEW did very well in their demo. I haven't heard somebody say the demo in a long time.
AEW was number one. What do you think about them in Texas?
Oh, you mean WWE?
AEW.
No, AEW. They're moving all in next year is going to be in Texas, not in London.
Ugh.
On the Rangers baseball field. Wow. No positive vibes whatsoever.
Oh, in Dallas?
Yeah.
That's interesting. It makes me wonder why.
Oh, speculation's running rampant that Manny may get what he's wanted. That 2026 is the year. It's the year.
For WrestleMania?
WrestleMania shows up.
You know
and they
what,
probably
though?
said, "Get this bullshit out of here."
No,
if you want WrestleMania, you get that bullshit out of here. We're number one.
They probably had that. They had that, but then the fact that they actually are talking to government officials about trying to make it happen seems like it might happen even more. It won't be next year. It won't be the year after. It might be 2027.
It's next year, man.
I think
It's
it'll be
next year.
2028.
At 2026, I think they got it.
Mark, have you been watching G1?
No.
Okay. I was going to ask.
ET's dead. Of course he hasn't.
Not
been
dead.
watching it.
It's not dead. It's in the hyperbolic time chamber, or it's in one of those banter tanks. Really? As soon as I get time.
Your co-host, or possibly former co-host, because if ET is dead, Jamal posted that Takeshita had a really good showing in G1. And
Takeshi's great. The only people that don't see Takeshi's great is Tony Khan.
Because he don't say bitch.
Yeah, Okada's getting paid $4 million to do what Takeshi could kick his ass doing. I don't even know what happened to Jay White, but he could have did what Jay White's doing. Give Takeshi something to do.
Oh, Jay White's injured now, isn't he? That's why they had to drop those.
Yeah, but they never said what type of injury. I don't know. He's just on that bullshit too. Where's Wardlow?
Where is Wardlow?
Ooh,
Where's Adam Cole?
Why are you trying to create division?
The Steelers.
Oh, the Packers.
Yeah, Mark's gonna claim the Packers in this situation. He ain't gonna claim the Rams. The Rams is not.
The Jets are getting 3 wins.
Hold on,
Jets are getting 3 wins this season.
I am an observe and report moment with the Rams right now. I am observe and report.
Marcus,
the quote down drop. We're gonna stand by.
Marcus,
stand by.
Marcus, you're in the same position I am with the Chargers. Observe and report. Let me see what Jim gonna do. It's his first season. I don't think he can do much because they have contractual restrictions, but we'll see what's gonna happen. We'll see.
Eric, I want to have an interference with you, which is also an intervention.
You want Mike Tomlin fired, but he got a
No, fuck all that. Just support the Steelers, please. Don't do this to yourself. Not the Chargers.
I have to have a
Not
local
the
team,
Chargers.
Marcus. I'm sorry.
You don't.
I'd
I'd rather you support the local XFL team than the Chargers.
See, I like how he does this to you. I just get ridiculed about the Jets all year round, even off season.
Manny, I never ridiculed the Jets or you. I just sympathize with the pain that you must go through. And my brother, I want you to stop.
You somehow always, when you make analogies sometimes on the show, and you go to a terrible something terrible, you always somehow relate it to the Jets, and then I will go, Marcus, that was uncalled for, and then you will justify it. No, it was called for.
I mean,
Man, this is a personality trait. Whenever something horrible's going on in anybody's sports team, it's the first thing I go after.
No,
I don't even randomly.
Manny,
I would call Eric and talk about the Lakers, even if they're winning.
Manny, I'm sorry. You cannot be this sensitive that the Jets are the carrying cross of the NFL. You cannot.
Oh my God!
Hold on.
Does that make Scarlett Aaron Rodgers?
Yeah,
Does that make
carrying cross? They are maybe the Cesaro, but they are not carrying cross. How dare you?
Now Cesaro has won stuff.
Yeah, carried ain't good shit.
Jets.
Damn,
What the Browns done? What the Browns done? Tell me what the Browns done except be on draft day.
The Browns had Jim Brown. I respect that
The
boy.
Browns are the empty arena interviews that all the European wrestlers do on Raw. That's what the Browns are.
Hey,
Like-
don't you dare make fun of that empty
Hold
arena
on.
interview.
I would like to say the Browns are Shinsuke Nakamura, where they talk a big game, they bark a big bark, but at the end of the day,
But
they go
isn't that all
down.
WWE?
Maybe they're Ishii. The Browns are Ishii.
But isn't that all of the Japanese wrestlers in WWE? Like, you know, Io go out there and cut a fire ass promo, and then next thing you know, she come out in leather pants and then lose.
Like, EO don't really lose. EO lose once a year.
That's true.
EO don't lose. It's the rest of them
You know, man,
donkeys that lose.
Manny, I'm going to apologize. Karrion Kross was a little harsh.
Yeah,
I
it's
could call
accurate.
I could call Paul Ellering.
You calling the Jets Paul Ellery?
Yeah, no one can tell me why he was wearing that X on his forehead. No one can tell me that.
Hold on, Eric. No, Eric, your Jets analogy. Hey, I don't know either. Your Jets analogy. Paul Ellery is nothing but Joe Namath. Karrion Kross. Karrion Kross is currently. Karrion Kross is carrying your Aaron Rodgers. Scarlett is the hope that Aaron Rodgers brings to the team. And the Authors of Pain is your offensive line. Yeah, that's not going to protect
what they are.
I don't think they're the Carolina Panthers.
And by the way, Manny,
Mercedes is the Packers. Mercedes is the Packers.
Ooh, that's
wait a minute.
All the glamour, all the hope, and Jordan Love is supposed to be the one, to save the division. Go out there and do the dance, and the next thing you know, they gonna fizzle out.
No, I would say they're she's the Ravens, where you know what, they're gonna be competitive.
Marcus. He exits the forehead. That's Marcus. Marcus gives out strikes like that.
Maybe he does watch the show. Who did I just say? Mercedes is more of the Jaguars. They should be doing more.
Mercedes is the Packers.
Maybe the Bills. Just a disappointment.
I kind of agree with Betty. She might be the Packers.
Why is she the Packers? What's the Packers done?
Marcus,
the big game, and we are the big game.
After the Packers' performance last year, people have a
lot of expectations. USA.
They have a lot of expectations.
The Packers are the John Cena, Roman Reigns, Gunthers of the world with their lengthy title reigns and titles that they have.
But the problem is that
champions.
Jordan Love's true potential won't be unlocked until he does something controversial. That's how all your quarterbacks become.
He's holding out. He's holding out.
Just saying.
At least we got a quarterback. Who you got? Tommy Maddox this year?
You got Justin Fields, man. Justin Fields is going to be the star once he beat out Russell.
Oh, forgot about Russell. Oh, yes.
Oh, Russell, you're a quarterback.
Oh, yes.
Russell ain't going to be our quarterback.
Oh, yeah. Hold on, Eric. Nope. I am going to say this. Mercedes Renee, if you want to call her a Packer, go ahead. But I believe she fits more still in custody. I believe, I believe you are more Mercedes Monet by having Russell Wilson on your team. He's the biggest diva. He thinks he's great, but he's washed. There is nothing good coming out of that. You don't know if he's black or what. It's all of that.
No one is expecting Russell to save anything for
shit.
No one is.
Oh, wow. I believe she's more of a Steelers.
The Bears got 24 points? Shit. You know what? That's right. JK's right. That's the best answer. Mercedes is the Cowboys. No, hands down. That's it.
No argument.
Charlotte is the Cowboys.
No argument. No, Charlotte wins all the time. She's more Patrick Mahomes that's annoying, or a Tom Brady. Just annoying. Just comes in and win. Makes me sick.
Make me sick that he came out of Hulk Hogan's music, but I understood it.
He's a racist? Well, maybe that shows into a tangents episode of the start of the NFL season. We call teams, we name them after wrestlers.
You would have to make yourself time to record a tangent.
Minnie, I always have the time. I don't have the sleep. That's the problem.
Marcus, I also don't know if anybody wants that in our life, but I understand.
People love football, okay? They love watching that football. They love seeing the gridiron and the blood and the testicular fortitude to cross the other side's lines.
Hey, man, I don't know if you guys saw the story I posted. That mom was teaching her son how to play the O-line, man. Somebody need to go sign her because she wasn't going to let anybody into them gaps.
Don't know what you're talking about.
She was like, you got to plant. Anyway. Needless to say, you guys have a blessed and wonderful evening.
I want to stop Sandra Bullock for what she did. I just feel like saying that. StopSandraBullock.com.
You know, honestly,
that's my next site.
You leave Sandy alone.
Sandy is going down.
I just hope one day I get draft day part 2. That's all I ask for. I want to be back in the draft.
I want to see them go 0-16 with their draft pick.
Honestly, Betty, I take this right now. I don't even think I want it to be a movie. I would love it to be a series. Like, give me draft day the series. Oh my God, that would be so amazing. They'll leave us on a cliffhanger on a scouting report. Like they want to go scout.
I'm filming like it's 24.
Yeah, yeah, like shit. Oh my God.
I believe it.
Life wouldn't be so great if that was the case.
There should be as many draft day movies as there are Fast and Furious movies. I'm just saying. We should be drafting in space by now.
don't know if we can drive in space.
I didn't even see this. The Steelers and Ishii winning matches that shouldn't win, but win a title.
Hey, JK, I'll be real. I'm okay with that. That makes sense. Steelers be showing up and stuff, be like, oh shit, they won that. Why they win that?
Any comparison to Ishii is the one.
Damn. Shantae post includes all skinny Eric pictures. I want to know how I feel about that. Anyway, everybody, you guys.
I thought they would feature Moose and Obafemi, but that's just my.
Oh well, you know, in my post, I made sure I included Moose in there. That was my own joke for that. That was funny to me. Anyway,
Can't believe you let your wife have a hall pass with Moose. Nasty
Can't end the show like that.
I'm not gonna end the show. I'm not even announce that.
That's some nasty ass shit right there.
I'm not even announce the shit.
Y'all
like
some
that,
freaks. Y'all some freaks. What time Moose coming over tonight to celebrate your anniversary?
You know, I'll get.
No, that's how you end the show. That's for talking about me. That's for getting at me for being late.
No one got at you.
Wait, no one got at you for being late.
Hey, no one did it on the show. We got on you for showing up like thinking you was about to be the motherfucking man. You was the motherfucking man of Houston, and then you realized you wasn't. That's what happened. Marcus, you walked in on a virtual show with so much BDE that it was ridiculous that both Manny and I saw that, and then it was like you walked in like this, and then you saw Manny High and went like that. That's what happened. Like, honestly, if
I did feel a little catfish on that date.
I wish we could have had it recorded because, like, both
What's
Manny
going
and
on here?
He walked in.
Hey, what's
like,
that
what
smell?
the fuck you doing in my house?
And who's that guy in the corner?
Yeah. I mean,
Honey.
Marcus, you were like, oh, to catch a predator. Oh, I thought I was here for an encounter. What the fuck is this?
I just came in with Cobbs and soda pop. I wasn't trying to do nothing. I brought these games.
That actually just reminds me of that video. Sir, we know you're here to meet an 11-year-old. She said she was 12.
Marcus is right. The cats that be showing up with condoms and soda pop. Like,
This show is horrible. The show is so horrible and fucked up. These dudes be ready. And they bring porno bags and licorice. And they think they about to have a great time.
and the sad part about it, though, in real life, in real life, those are not even the motherfuckers that be doing all the assault. That's the worst part about it. It ain't never strangers, man. It ain't never the fucking strangers. And that's all I can say.
Yeah, don't bring your courtroom bullshit here. Okay.
Just like how you brought your bullshit when you walked in like D'Lo Brown with the chest protector. Just like, yeah, he was ready to say first or second. When he
was ready to say first.
Yeah.
He was 100% ready to say first. We were both in conversation when he popped up and then just appeared on the screen.
Marcus was like, what the fuck y'all doing here?
Well, I may not be the first one to get here, but I will be the first one to leave. I'll see you guys later.
Everybody stay sharp. I'm Eric. He's Lord Manny Hayes. That's Marcus the Grand Finale. They'll be back this Tuesday. Don't forget to support the show with a like, a comment, or just go to the t-shirt store and buy a t-shirt. Swag is always good.
Hold on. No, you can't just go to the t-shirt. Say the damn ad. Do the read, Eric.
I ain't got the read.
Or
I only show up once a week. I don't know what the website is. Shit.
Be like Ren Sinclair and put us on your stories. Put us on your stories.
Marcus, of all the pictures, Marcus, you look like Roman when he put the Ulafalo right there. Like, oh!
Yeah,
Well, I heard my wrist.
Shock at what I'm seeing.
I heard my wrist doing that. Legit, like got slapped it too hard for no reason.
Yeah, Marcus still
And then
got
I made that
hand.
face.
Marcus still got that hand energy where his fingers don't connect. You see, where it hurts right there. He can't make the full claw. I see it.
Yeah, what we need to do is
Don't worry about my
Marcus
injuries.
we need to get Marcus a hockey stick and see if he can still go.
Yeah. Because we need the knuckle puck. We need it.
I love the measurement. That's everybody. Hey, do you do that with your wrist?
Marcus, I don't tell you what I do with my wrist, okay?
You know what I mean.
No,
you about to masturbate to those random NXT girls right now. The Mighty Ducks. Oh, man, he can do it.
Manny just wanted to show how fucking slim he was. Fuck Manny.
Yeah, look at me. Look at me.
I don't like him holding that broom
Manny.
either.
Congratulations.
Manny sweeping the devil out of here.
Yeah, I mean, I hope you don't get fat again.
Why do you have a broom in your bedroom?
Because I'm just sweeping before the start of the show.
Marcus, some people clean up their room, Marcus, and they have shit to
I
clean up
but I don't use a broom to clean my bedroom. I've never done that.
We don't want to know what you use to clean your bedroom then.
Well, I don't clean it. It's just semen everywhere.
Damn, I would never want to take a black. Actually, I would be more confident taking a black light to your home than I would to Ryan's home. I don't know what Ryan doing in that neighborhood.
I think Ryan's home would be so messy and just look normal.
Yeah,
Ryan's room would look like when Naomi comes out. Amazing.
Both of these two end up on CSI.
Anyway, that's enough. Let me go
Unsolved mysteries.
Let me go have an anniversary because Marcus might have ordered Moose as a gift, and I don't need that shit in my life. So if I get a case, Marcus, put somebody on my books.
I seen you a box. Eric. I give you some corn dogs.
Why you always got me saying the N-word on this air?
I already said it twice. I started showing you. I will send you a box. Manny, the box is, for if you don't know this, is when
Marcus,
you have somewhat. Manny needs to learn.
You don't need
Manny
to know
needs
this.
to learn. It's when you have a loved one, a family member in jail, and they need to keep going. So what you do is you give them a box, and you fill it up with all their favorite goods. You fill it up with corn nuts, Chips Ahoy cookies, Oreos, all your favorite canned goods or some shit, and cheese and everything. I'm going to tell you this. Everything a young kid would want for Halloween. You fill it up with that. And you make those young kids want that box. And so I should be in jail because I want that box.
Marcus is glossing over the fact. In our youth, our Uncle Aunt, may he rest in peace, was in prison. Our grandmother, because that was her son, would always send him a box. That box contained everything, as Marcus pointed out. It had fruit by the foot. It had kudos. It had granola bars. It had everything that you could think that a kid would want to eat.
Well, Mommy,
and did we get any
of
that?
Too.
Huh?
Mommy, I want to go to prison too.
It was like, let me have the prison the encourage box right there. And no, you know what happened? She mailed the box and she created porn stars. That's what our grandmother did. That's all she did. I'll leave it at that. Anyway.
So why is Marcus sending you a box? You going into cuck prison as your wife?
No, because I told him he probably sent Moose over here, but no, he said all I would send you would be a box. Oh no, because I said I would go to jail or something.
Yeah, I'll send you a box. a box.
Yeah, that's how we got to that.
You want me to put money on your books, but I know all you gonna do is be having smuggling drugs up your ass and shit. That big ass, you can smuggle a lot of drugs.
I ain't got no ass. That's why my pants fall down. I got a bigger belly than ass. Like when I had a slim belly, my pants stayed up better. But now I got plumber's cracks. I gotta get slim again.
So the question is, Eric, if you went to jail, what you doing?
I'm fighting, man. I'm fighting. I ain't Martin.
You gonna be somebody bitch?
No,
you gonna fight?
I'm fighting.
You gonna all of a sudden become like a shot caller and run the shit? You gonna join the brothers?
You know what?
You gonna join the Aryans?
Hey, it'll be another.
Manny can join the Mexicans.
It'd be another side. It'd be another side of Aaron. Manny be in so many different factions. He'd be working for the fuzz.
Manny, yeah, he must be an undercover cop.
Mm-hmm.
But he's connected to everybody. Manny's everybody's connect. Oh, go talk to Manny. What you need? Go talk to Manny.
Nah, I'll be all right, man. I would.
No, I wouldn't survive in the.
There's a reason why they call me the Spider. I get shit done.
I'm gonna be like
Mark, you the only one with experience here, so you know what you're gonna be like. You're gonna be in a cell by yourself.
You can't do that to him on there.
Hey, he started with the moose, so I had to end with that one. So on that note, stay sharp. We out, bitches.
You can't do him like that.
I did.
What's wrong with you people?